All right, we are back, and this is the. Is this the battle that came up last time? I don't think it is. I think it was a different. Oh yeah, it was Roster's Core. Yeah, it is over here. Yeah. So we didn't get to it in the last episode. We're gonna get to it now, and yeah, that last battle that was actually. I was worried. I was worried if the AI had just been a little more competent and attacked on day one with what they attacked with on day two. I think it could have been a very different outcome. I think it would have been a very, very different outcome. But that didn't happen, so we escaped. And we lived to fight another day. And this was actually the army that's in the field for this one is the one that was supposed to have arrived as reinforcements right before the previous battle ended. And so we have the same overall commander. The army group commander is, I think it's Hannibal Day. And but the core, I think, is Kelly's, or it's basically a core. It's Kelly's. Okay, now this is an interesting map. So was this the map we were on last time? I think it. Oh, okay. So this is the Murfressboro map. This is not the one I was thinking of last time. We get to defend Wayne's Hill, which, yeah. All right, let's find out where they're coming from. I think it was the south. Yeah, it'd be southwest. So on the map, those look about right. And the roads that lead in, well, they could swing out that way. Probably more than likely, we'd have to look. Yeah, even if they come down here, though, it's too far to the south. So I think I'm gonna set up my defenses here, get a little bit of engineering points, then I'll bring you back when that's all done. All right, I bring you in only to show you that. Our reconnaissance and force, but with the cav, so true, just regular old cav doing cav things. We found them. It looks like they came in on this road. They weren't going to get any real reinforcements. It was just the army commander, I think, that they're going to get. So we found them out here. We got to see whether they go up Gresham Lane. If they do, we'll see. Yeah, I think we're just going to stay with we'll see. So a useful reminder here why. Okay, yeah, we are set to... Okay, we do not want to be charging anybody, ever. Don't know why it was so hard for us to get back. But we'll try to collect our scouts here and avoid a shootout. Wow, if they had just pressed me rather than... I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what Cisnola is doing. Yeah, I mean, those guys are on evade, and I have absolutely no idea what they are doing. And they cannot dismount because their scouts haven't returned. So they're going to get absolutely lit up. And I guess rightfully so. But anyways, now that we know we're there, we don't need our skirmishers to kind of do additional scouting. We do kind of need to get some sense as to where the AI is going to be and trying to meet them. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Okay, yeah, you should be moving as fast as you can in that direction. And looks like they're going to break. Just for morale reasons, which honestly is probably the best thing for them. Not anymore because they broke contact. So it's silly that this persists, even though, right, they've broken contact and all that other stuff. It shouldn't happen, but it will. But anyways, if they route back, we should be able to rally them on the following day. But yeah, anyways, so that's that. And I'm going to put you back on pause because I really don't know what else is going to happen. We kind of got to find out where they're moving. So we get a little bit of a skirmish up here because Cisnola did break. And we're now trying to get his morale back. But they rallied, but not in a way that I could actually move them. And so we're kind of sending Hovey up to fight a delaying action here across this road. At the very least, we kind of dragged them to where we thought they would be, or where I thought they would probably end up moving, and we already moved our forces to try to deal with them if and when they come this way. But we'll have Reynolds. Honestly, these two should be switched because Delafield has more troops. And actually, since I have the time to do it, I probably will switch them. We could easily do this overnight, but they're not doing anything else back here. So we'll move over here. Yeah, but this is the real fight we got to pay attention to. Basically, we have to hold out until nightfall. And I think if and when nightfall hits, we should be able to get that free movement back. We put Day there. We'll put Kelly here to put him in somewhat closer contact with Ullman, who then will deal with Hovey and Decisnol and all the rest. So that's the plan. I think we can go up to 5x without making the AI go bonkers. See, the AI has detected that we are kind of close by, and so they feel like they need to rally for that, and that's okay. Can we actually move these guys? We cannot. Yeah, and interestingly, they're pulling back, and this is a problem for us. It's actually a pretty significant problem for us. I don't know that I can do anything with Hovey right now. I don't think we do. I think we just kind of have to sit there and hold until nightfall and then try to move them back. It's probably going to entail moving them into the woods, though. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, we'll move you there. We'll move Day there. We'll move Ullman here. Are you kidding me? Yeah, all right. They're just moving to those two spots. That's fine. That's what they were ordered to do. We'll move Day up here. And I hope you guys are kind of facing the right direction. It is 7 p.m. So they're only nervous. So hopefully we can pull Decisnola out. And everyone else will kind of have to work with later. But once they get moving, oops. Hey, at least I remembered at the start of the battle to turn OBS down rather than its end. Alright, they are moving, so we're going to start walking Hovey back. Yep, that's what we want to do. And even if, we could always leave the cav up here if they're going to attack along these forwards and try to keep them in reserve as a force that could strike any of those pushes, at least the push on our right in the flank. Yeah, this is actually more of a challenge if you want to try to contest the crossings because there are so many down here. It is a challenge to contest, I think. All right, so we are pulling back. No, I don't want to do that. I want to get us turned around so that it's an actual kind of fighting withdrawal there. There we go, something like that. And then we can bring Ullman back here. Yeah, they're going to be slow moving, but that's to be expected. Now I wonder if these guys have shots. I think they're sponging. Yeah, and apparently they did. So we suspect they're going to be moving through those crossroads. It's nightfall, so why not expend some ammo that we get to resupply during the transition there. Delafield. All right, Delafield I think can actually move back this way, and then Reynolds might need to start to slide over. All right, they're doing that. DeCisnola stable. All right, and he's going up plus 40% per hour, so that's really good. Should have him back online shortly. It is amazing how slow the HQs move. Like just a regular old infantry, I mean, they're small, they're supposed to be mounted, and then those little infantry brigades moving along roads are able to outpace them. And you know what? For Delafield's part, let's just tell them to stop where they are. It's probably going to take a while because Kelly's over here because we're really trying to extract that cavalry. But yeah, that's that. But it does look like Bowen is at least going to try to make a crossing. Now maybe not, right? Because from here they can cross here, 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 here. And if they line up like right about here, you don't really know which crossing they're going to go for. This one is difficult to contest. I think it's difficult to contest. All right, DeCisnola, we might actually put in. I don't know. I guess Bowen. Yeah, Bowen rightfully. Okay, didn't have to pull back that far, but good thing they're moving right through the area we decided, the crossroads we decided to bombard. Hopefully, yeah. Hovey has not either taken or not reported very many casualties. Might be one of those things we'll find out later. It's closing in on 8 p.m. here. And all right, you're going to be over there. Reynolds, we'll just move you over here so you're a little bit closer to Kelly. Delafield, I think we're just going to wait for nightfall with you. All right, and then this cab unit we're going to bring over here. Kelly we're going to bring over here. Day we're going to start bringing back to our side. And we're going to order Hovey. All right, I'm not going to do it yet, because they're already, they should be fighting, yeah, this should be a fighting withdrawal, so that's good. I wonder how many rounds they've expended. So we shot through almost all of our ammo. That's pretty awesome. So falling backwards, so I expect us to be ahead on the casualty toll here, and we are. And I don't think they have any cav at all of their own to kind of press with us. But they are almost out of ammo, so diminishing effectiveness here, but still not too bad. And that was the wrong thing I wanted to click. This is the right thing. And they still have 57 rounds, so they are doing just fine. Oops, we're not moving. I know they're very tired, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. They are dragging that infantry. There's Pelham. Yes, commanding the infantry brigade in the woods that he always wanted to command, apparently. Yeah, I still really hesitate to do that. I don't want to turn my back to those who are closing in on us, and I have no idea how they have the... this is their first battle. So they should have the first battle blues. They got mixed muskets, and they have mixed muskets. All right, so what that tells me is after this episode, I have to hop on their side and do some housekeeping stuff. Okay, you guys can go to fire at will, and you can go to fire at will as well. Delafield, I don't know what to tell you. Should probably take those brigades down and break them down into 2 groups and stick 2 right here and then just keep those 2 right where they are. And probably just micro those on our own. All right. This is a little boring, so I'm going to put you on pause. I think very soon, and I think it's about to go to nightfall and the changeover day anyways, so I don't think you're... Did we break them? Did we... Somebody looked like they were running. Oh, they're just running after Hovey in the woods. What are these guys doing? Yeah, I mean, I know they're exhausted, but it's kind of like whatever. All right, as promised, your break. All right, welcome to day 2. So as it turned out, Hovey did break. I think I paused you before Hovey broke, but he was not followed up or massacred or anything like that. So Cisnola is here. He should not stay here, but I just wanted to make sure that, in fact, Hovey had made it across. And I kept Cisnola up here just so I could have some eyes as to what's going on. And we kind of went back exactly to where we started things. And so here, I mean, if they move through these 2 fords over here, or this one over here, it's a challenge, particularly here, because they're going to have the railroad and they can just shoot across. This artillery is not safe here. You can see that, yeah, there's a little bit of an elevation advantage, but I'm pretty sure their infantry could shoot them, so we'd have to slide them back a ways, and I'm okay with that. But we don't need to defend that far up now that we know where they are for sure. So we'll move back, and we're sitting on a fat 10-pointer, so... As long as that's the... Man, Hovey lost a lot of guys. And I think that was mostly for morale reasons overnight. I don't think most of that was from combat at all. But they seem better in a lot of ways. They're back at 32 rounds. Cisnola's at 45. Everybody else, yeah, has not really been engaged, so that's okay. I don't know how trustworthy that intelligence was, that... The AI was there. I'd love to... I would love to bombard that crossroad and probably that one. But let's wait and see. All right, so we do see him moving up. So with no time like the present, why don't we start focusing on that? And get these guys to go back to... Yeah, their old targeting grounds there, and see what the AI does. They may just push through the woods, come up here, shoot across, and make that. We could put skirmishers up here. Calm down. We'll send some skirmishers across, some over there, and then some as scouts over there. All right. So it does appear that they're going for at least the one crossroad. Without any evidence that there... We'll just keep firing there and see if there's anybody there. Okay, and then these guys can pull back. All right, there's way too much over here that we should probably have both batteries. Keep up the fire. Yeah. I'd hope to you know what? I can probably still keep Cisnola on that side. And the reason is, if they try to attack only this fort, and they don't also press this one, we can use the cav to come up and hinder them a bit. We're going to move... Hovey should stay out of contact as long as he can. He's low on ammo, and he's already taken a lot of casualties, so... Pick your reason why he should avoid combat, but... Yeah, we're going to give them that bombardment target. Well, those skirmishers have a fence. Do these have anything? They don't. I thought maybe we could get them into those woods. I think they have a fence. Yeah, they do. Oh, so there is a group over there, but they all seem to be coming over here anyways, so. All right, well, with that knowledge in the proverbial back pocket, we're going to move Delafield over here to support. And we'll get Decisnola out, and we will have Hovey here to provide morale support for this group. And maybe some shooting should Decisnola get in too deep. So they're at level 2. They're at level 2 of Grand Battery. Yeah, doing very nice. This is just a sick 10-point hill to hold. Yeah, I mean, even if they do go left here, Delafield's pretty close and has skirmishers. I feel like for roleplay reasons, Corcoran's skirmishers would be closer to Corcoran. Okay. Did they get the forest? They did. So we got forest. We'll go prone. Why not? The goal is to just hold things up and bombard them. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to move at least this battery. We're going to change its bombardment target. And we're not really intending to do that. Well, at least I'm not intending to do that. They're with Scribner. Alright, then just go back with Scribner. I don't know why Duval is running back. Alright, but the plan is to give this battery a bombardment target right around here, as they probably stack up to try to hit this crossing. But I think this battery's still, yeah, that's still a target-rich environment. Alright, we will drop that right down there. That is, well, that is that. Dude, they're about to be level 3 for Grand Battery. That is pretty nice. Now we did miss the forest here, kind of a blunder. We also don't really want to be out in the open. Not sure what their plan is. Wonder what's... There's smoke coming out of this building, but I don't... Yeah, I don't think it's this battery. Probably their juiciest target has moved on, so we'll temporarily put them in. Don't aim, just shoot and move. There it is again. Wonder what our ammo is looking like. Oh, these guys are also... Oh, they went back to fire at will. That's why. Maybe they're the ones shooting that building? I don't know. There it is. Yeah, I wonder if they were getting friendly fired by this battery. We're having some trouble moving up here. No, these guys are getting hit by something else. And they only had... So they only have 10 and they only have 9 more rounds, respectively. I don't know what their holdup is here. I mean, that's what I'm trying to get them to do, is just move up. Alright, so it looks like we are taking counterbat, but we've been at 51 losses for a while. Yeah, and they keep kind of going back to fire at will. Oh, man. Well, I tried to get him to go prone. It did not work, but that's okay. All you can do is try. Alright, so we're going to withdraw. At least for now, we're going to withdraw McCall. Honestly, they can... Buell can take up his spot. He'll shoot 7 more rounds. And then we'll pull him back. And because everything takes longer than you think, there we go, that's what we'll do. And we'll put Hovey on that high ground to help. Okay, we'll move Stockton up. Move Stockton up here. You know what? Well, I was going to try to keep them on fire at will, but... Oh my goodness, you guys are stupid. Holy moly. Well, they're going to rout. Well, I'm trying to get them back. Unintentionally, it was too easy to bait all of those brigades over here. That's a large regiment, but... I don't know why they do that. They are... I have no idea why they do that. Do they think they're getting shot in the back? They think that they're flanked and receiving flanking fire. I don't know what to tell them. These guys gotta be out of ammo. No, that's right, because they're not bombarding. But one way or another, there's no real big threat over here anymore, so... Alright, we will speed it up Huh. They're not as close to routing as I thought, but... Man, the AI gives them some weird orders. And this unit is just broken and unmoving, so... who knows about that? Alright, these guys are out of ammo, so we're going to withdraw them. Bring them back there. Alright. Ammo will be a concern, but that's why we have replacements. Oh, you know what? We should move. You know what? Just let Duval shoot. And we'll pull him back once he's done. Yeah, you guys can try to rally. Why would they pull all the way back there? And what are these guys doing? I guess they're waiting. Well, they're broken. They're small. They should just retreat. It looks like they're already doing some of that, but... I mean, other than just spite artying us... yeah. That makes some sense. They had a really... yeah, it does really well when it outnumbers you by a lot, but that's kind of always easy. I know people sometimes are like, oh, you know, if you outnumber the AI, it's easy to look... well, yeah, that's true, but the AI also looks good when it outnumbers you, but it doesn't look good when the numbers get a little bit closer, and I don't know that I did anything that was particularly difficult. Certainly nothing that was brilliant. And yet again, the AI could not concentrate and move deliberately. Alright, the AI is not going to spoil anything on the attack because they've already decided to quit. Yeah. Not too surprising there. Let's see, we're coming up on the 40-minute mark. I don't remember if there was a battle that was queued up in the East. It would have been like episodes ago because the last two battles have just focused so heavily on Tennessee. I don't remember what I was doing in the East. I think they had landed some weird force here over in Delaware. That's right. It is that. Man, that seems like that was a long time ago. Alright, so this is where we just fought. This was last episode over here. That's Day, who seems like he is everywhere. Alright. I'm going to try to get you guys up. I'm going to try to get your readiness up. You're not really that close to being ready. Totally forgot about Arkansas, but there's actually stuff to kind of be concerned about. Now, I could recruit a force directly into Lyon. And what does he need? It's actually like a standard build. I think looks like maybe he just has one. was gonna say one understrength brigade, but I don't see it. Well, Tidball, you know, as with all my cavalry, they, well, not Hunt. Oh, it's different Hunt, not the Henry Hunt one that we saw a little while ago. Yeah, so actually Lion just needs reinforcements to get there, and he'll be about the size of the other corps that I have. Up here, all right, so Burns can go to scouting. I don't think Third Corps is not going to be ready to do that yet, and okay, that happened, I thought, at the end of the last battle. All right, something's going on here. All right, we have both the 1st and 2nd Corps here. Right, and I think the other play was McClellan backed up by someone. Another corps. Was it these guys? No, they're freshly created, so maybe. But Gist Corps, I thought, had quite, yeah, it's got 45,000 in it. McClellan doesn't want that. So we're going to keep him there. Once the 4th Corps is ready to move with them, we'll move with them. But otherwise, I'm going to sit on Richmond and see if they come to me. And I'm otherwise pretty happy with how that looks. What are we doing over here? We just getting into trouble? Probably. Army of the Piedmont. That takes me back to the days of Imperial glory. Still a good game. Skill of battles are way smaller, but for its day, man, the graphics and actually the campaign play, yeah, I really wish that could have been built out and further developed, because I think there was something interesting there, but might just be me. I did promise that I was going to go on the CSA side. What? Jesus. Hill just keeps getting troops from somewhere. I hate to give up. But that's 35,000 against 17,000. We're outnumbered 2-1. I'm tempted to just give up on this, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna withdraw, burn the supply depot so they don't get it, move back up here, and then return in maybe in 1863, and get a little bit of revenge then. This is 18,000 men and 30 guns versus 36,000. I just don't feel like doing it. I'm also yet again befuddled how the AI moves so fast. I was befuddled by it before. Alright, how about we just give them the old retreat order? Alright, the old retreat order will bring them there. That's not really close enough, but it's okay. Yeah, Fort Wyman is the next one that has an actual supply depot. So we're doing that. I have not looked at projects in a while. Civ order is okay. I think I was thinking we want some recruitment offices. Yeah, let's just do recruitment offices. I know when I looked at it last time, I was like, we don't have to, but I want to. I think we're on Revenue Act. Yeah, we are. So that's got about another month before that goes through. Could also then look at some of the recruitment policies. I'm also interested in some of the ag stuff, so we'll see. Top line, yeah, our national morale is great because we captured all those forts. How else have we done? The capture of forts and towns. If the AI could also capture 10 forts and towns, they would get a much needed bonus. And a lot of times when you're trading forts, the AI can do that, but not this time around. So we'll see. And 255,000 men for the CSA is just too much. So that tells me that, yet again, tuning that has been challenging. get them to have enough to push you strategically, or at least challenge you on the strategic map, so that the tactical battles you kind of have to play well. Because if on the strategic level they just have too few troops, that you always end up with enough, and the AI is outnumbered. Yeah, given the state of the AI in tactical battles, it's not going to be very challenging. Oh man, I would really like to knock them out, but what's my support like in Delaware? It's 80%, so it's strong. September 2nd, so we should have a new intel report. They're at government funding 3. They're in a credit crisis, as we would expect. Their morale is absolutely tanked. Lost 4 high-ranking officers last month. Probably all those battles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 brigadier generals. I saw Green got dropped in the last battle, so I'm not surprised there. I think we're going to do something in the Gulf as well. Yeah, we look like we're all set up there. I don't know that there are any kind of fort ports that we can do down here where you capture a fort and it gives you the port. I don't think so. So we can try to capture these forts. They're both level 2s. I would try to only hit one at a time. I'm actually not sure that any of those are big enough that we want to do that. Steam sloop and other things. Well, we could throw them a frigate and see if that hits. And another steam frigate. And perhaps another one, just to get all the firepower we can. They're okay. Well, we don't really want that. Or even that. Anything else? Maybe a steam frigate. They're not great. But they do bring some guns, and that's nice. That's cooking off there. They're hiding behind their fort. Alright, so they've now finished Economy Act 3, which is probably going to ding them again on support. But they're probably trying to do everything they can to get out of the credit crisis. Yeah, their economy is really taking. They're at about 70 and we're at 35. I mean, we're all falling here, but some are definitely falling faster than others. Interest rate of 7% is rough, but theirs is almost 7.5%, so it is relative. It's not all relative, but it is here. All right, we're spending way too much on the Navy. I see that now. So if we're more or less done doing what we're going to do on the Navy side, I think we'll probably put a bunch of those wooden ships back into cold storage. All right, that's probably a whole bunch of ironclads that we just worked toward. And we could use those a number of places, including Brown Water Navy. Okay, let's take some ironclad gunboats. Monitors would be a great complement. Get rid of the motor schooner, whatever. The old gunboat. There we go. All right, so we'll look to move them, and I think that's going to do it for this episode. I don't know what they're doing. They're going into that supply desert here in Tennessee. Better them than us. Abbott is somehow running low on supply, even though he's got a supply depot up here and he's on a rail line. I'm surprised at that. Kelly seems to think he is, but he shouldn't be. Bryce is in no man's land. Admittedly, he should probably be over here, but we just want to get his readiness back. We only have a little under 2 months left of campaigning, so if we can get him into one more big battle before the winter, that'll be fine. But it's looking like dealing with this isn't going to happen until the following winter. And if we're just going to kind of stare at each other over here, I don't love it. Pickett's Corps, I don't think it's larger than the First Corps. It wasn't before, and I'm thinking now they're going to build up elsewhere. Maybe we go and we attack Petersburg. Yeah, it's 28,000. McDowell's as ready as he's going to be. So is Patterson. So I think to end this episode, we're going to... Let's move Patterson first because he's further away. But yeah, let's move them. And let's move the First Corps as well. And let's threaten Petersburg and maybe Norfolk. And probably not Lynchburg, but maybe. And then make them come to us here in Virginia. And maybe we'll get some more defensive battles. All right, folks. This one's going long. I think the campaign is actually on track to end early. And I think it's mostly due to casualties on the CSA side and their inability to so far hold Virginia. But time will tell. Maybe they'll, marshal the forces and push us back in winter. We are in enemy territory, and so we face some problems there. And if they do, we'll have to restart all over again in 1863. But we'll do so from a pretty good starting point.